now I'm just going to set that in there right on top of the plastic. Make sure that I'm pretty well seated. And now I'm just going to turn it and get it tight. I can't do this and film at the same time, so but that's basically all there is to it. And it will grab and twist the plastic a little bit, but it doesn't do it too bad. I'm gonna cut a piece of screen out, and I want to cut it just a little bit bigger than the 3-inch opening, so that it makes a cone when it is placed inside the adapter. So I took the glass and I used it as a pattern, and now I'm just going to use regular heavy-duty scissors and cut. Okay, now I have the screen cut out, and basically I'm going to put it in the adapter, but it's going to end up fashioning like a cone because the sides are wider than the inner dimensions of the adapter. And then when the piece of pipe comes down, it's going to compress the sides and create a seal. So this will keep the bugs out, and we should be all right. So now you see the screen installed. You can see how it's created a dome inside the adapter, and it makes it very easy to clean out and to replace. So here's the adapter. And this will go over top. And there we go. That's our intake. And this one over here is going to be our overflow. And these are connected down here, and make a nice circuit. And what's most important is that this doesn't, the connecting pipe doesn't go higher than the railing, so I want to keep this hidden from the street, and that's why you see on this one the adapter is installed differently than on this side. Basically this is upside down versus the one over there, so that this will end up being the same height as that one, so it'll look better and make me happy. That's what's important. Okay, so this is how the first port, the intake, looks like, and this is the overflow. Now I was going to have this one, the adapter, shorter than this, but then I realized that I actually want the outflow or overflow to be a little bit lower than the intake, and it just happens to be that the totes have two different size pallets on it, and there's approximately 1.5 inch difference. So I'm hoping that this will give me enough difference in elevation that will provide the needed pull for the water to come out during a major rainfall. So I may be wrong, I may be right, or I might be just crazy. So I made a mistake and sealed up this top without putting the water bottle in. So I didn't want to go in and cut this all apart because I finally got it all hooked up. So here is an old-fashioned toilet float. Fits perfectly in there. Doesn't get hung up. I can clean it if need be. Works really good. So just FYI, it was only like $3, so at Lowe's. So that is going to work pretty good. And I'm gonna make sure that that drains out. So now, time to glue up the rest of the stuff and we're finished. Okay, so it is now finished. Everything is hooked up and glued in. So the rain's gonna be diverted down through this pipe into the flush system. This tube will fill up first, and then this one, and then this one. Each one of these ports are loose so that they'll drip out, but at a slow rate. And then here I have a old-fashioned, I guess a toilet float. The old-fashioned toilets used to have these little arms that had a float on them, and as the water goes up, so will this float. As soon as these are filled up, then the water level will continue up, and then the float will get stuck in this section. And then any other water that comes down from the roof will then flow down to this tote, and the water will go in through this manifold, and because water seeks the same level as this fills up, so will this. But as you can see, this one's about 1.5 inches higher than this one, and as the water gets to this point, it will then overflow out and then down the side and then out into the yard. And that's how it works. And then of course we have the valves that I can isolate one tote or the other. Have a coupling here so I can disconnect one tote or the other if I need to repair it or whatever. Have a ball joint spigot, and then I've attached the pipes using these bands so that once I'm guaranteed that the system works without any leaks, I'll just unhook all these and then paint the tubes. They're not UV protected, so I'll have to paint them, and that will be it. And so each tote is 275 gallons, so well over 500 gallons of water, not including what's in the pipes. And better late than never. We're in September of 2015, but compared to the old pickle jar there, this is going to do our garden a great service next year. And that is it.